Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use a tool called pgAdmin to manage our databases and how this pgAdmin can be used in the applications, web applications, and Android applications that we are going to build. So before showing you how to work on pgAdmin tool, I just want to give a short explanation on PostgreSQL. So PostgreSQL is a relational database management system or can be described as a type of database management system which allows us to create database, create tables, store data in tables which consist of rows and columns. Whereas pgAdmin is a software application. You might ask how pgAdmin and Postgres are related, because whenever you hear about pgAdmin, you also hear a lot about PostgreSQL, and you might get lot many doubts on how these two entities are related to each other. So coming to pgAdmin, as I said, it is a software application which connects us to the database server, and PostgreSQL is responsible, or it allows us to create the database, store it in tables by creating it, which consist of rows and columns. So this is how pgAdmin and Postgres are related to each other with respect to this application. So let me show you how to work on pgAdmin. I have already installed pgAdmin, and this is the interface that I've got where I can execute my queries. And this is the Object Explorer, one of the important components in the whole pgAdmin application. And these are the standard menus which are used to perform various operations on database. Let me explain you Object Explorer. Under servers, I'll get PostgreSQL 18. So this is the server on which all the databases are stored. And under this, we have databases. Currently, we are having only one database, that is Postgres, which is created by default. This is a database. And under Postgres, we have this set of elements. And what is more important for us as of now is schemas. Schemas contain the structure of database. Under schemas, again, there are many elements, but we have to focus on tables because this is something which is really important. Have already created three tables, and I'll be showing how to create a new table and also how to create a database in this video. So this is the Object Explorer component. So now let me explain the most important thing. This is the query tool. Upon pressing this, we get this interface where we can execute queries. So I already have the list of queries which I am supposed to execute in order to show you how to create database and tables and how to view the records. So let me go to ChatGPT, and I have some SQL commands. So I'll just copy paste it, and you need not have to worry about copying or considering only my commands. You can execute your own commands by looking at this video as a reference. So I'll execute this. In order to execute, I need to press this button. It takes 3 to 4 seconds. Yeah, see, the query got executed. That is, database is created. So now let me refresh it. Right click on database folder. Now, yeah, the number has changed from 1 to 2. So this is the database that we have created. And in order to execute further queries, I'll just change the path. Yeah, I'm ready to execute all the queries now on company DB database. So again, under company DB database, I have schemas. Under schemas, I have public folder. Under public folder, there are table. So since I have not created any table, it is blank. So let me take the query to create the table, and I'll be copy pasting it. So I'll run it now. Yeah, it got executed. Let me refresh it. Yeah, the employee table has been created. So let me insert the values right now, or records. I'll again execute. So yeah, three records have been inserted. And here, in order to view the records in the table, all I need to do is right click on employee table. You have so many options. A drop in the sense to delete the table. The table will be dropped, and we can import or export the data. We can truncate the table. We can refresh if we have made any changes. It's better to refresh the table, to see the changes being reflected. And this is the option that you all need to consider in order to view the records. So under view or edit data, I have all rows. So let me click on all rows itself. Yeah, look at this. Under data output, I've got the list of records which I inserted. So I can download it into a file. And if I need to make any changes, for example, Rahul H. Okay. So in order to save the changes, I need to click on this button. The, the changes will be saved. So this is how you work with PostgreSQL. Hopefully, this video will be useful for you to learn how to use pgAdmin, and I'll be coming up with more intuitive concepts in my upcoming videos. Until then, thank you everyone, and please do not forget to subscribe.